And this they shall do to you because they did not know the Father nor me. I love this verse and it's very important. And I believe that most of the time people don't get how important, how deep, how real it is, and what it actually means. That's pretty much what I mean to say when I say that they don't realize how real it is. It is because that is the same reason why they rejected Mashiach, the reason why they didn't understand the Torah. They didn't understand the instruction of the Father, the Old Covenant, and the reason why also people nowadays are still going back to those beliefs, those practices, thinking that that is what is going to save them, or thinking that that is the way to fulfill the law, not understanding what Mashiach came to do and what he said and explained. So I repeat the verse, and this they shall do to you because they did not know the Father. So when they kill you thinking that they are rendering service to Elohim, in fact, they are doing it for a different Elohim, for Satan, for a wicked Elohim. And that is because they do not know the Father. It is interesting also that it says the term Father because remember that, for instance, Allah, whom they praise or worship in Islam, he claims not to have children. And I say claims because back in the day, he was worshipped as the moon god and he had three daughters. But when um, Muhammad took the name of that false mighty one in order to worship it and create this new religion called Islam, um, he took away the three daughters and made them childless. So he's not a father according to his own the Quran, right? So on the other hand, we got, for instance, Samael, who is the first Satan who failed. Therefore, Halel and Azazel both, in a way, represent children, sons of. Although Halel also um, tries to take the place of the father, of course. But as I was saying, Samael, the first Satan to fall, he became the father of Halel and Azazel. But then he hated them, so it is like a father who has children, but then he hates them, so he doesn't recognize them as his children, which makes them bastards, right? And that is pretty much the case with Samael and Allah, which we also see in Kronos, right? Saturn. Remember that those who worship Allah, when they go to worship the stone and go around, they're worshiping Saturn. Saturn is seen as the god of time. And you guys may know that in the mythology of Kronos, he eats his children. So the same thing happens over and over again with an angel who is fallen, who was a father but then hates his children, so he claims not to be one. So there is only one father, and that is the Most High, love himself, right? The enemy is the father of lies, so he claims not to be a father, right? So they shall put you out of the congregations, but an hour is coming when everyone who kills you shall think he's rendering service to Elohim. So they will actually be rendering service to a false Elohim, thinking it is the real one, as it happens nowadays. People worship God, not knowing that God in Hebrew is the mighty one of fortune, mentioned in Isaiah 65:11. So, in this they shall do to you because they did not know the Father. They did not know the Father. So if they did not know the Father, that's why they didn't recognize the Messiah, as he says afterwards. Since they didn't recognize the Father, they didn't recognize the Son. They didn't see the Most High as a Father, so they weren't expecting a Son. They were worshiping a different mighty one who is not truly mighty, yet um, gives the illusion of it through everything that Yahweh gave that entity. So, and this they shall do to you because they did not know the Father nor me. So, since they do not know the Father, the true mighty one creator, they will hate us because of the mighty one that we talk about, because of the mighty one that we um, profess and preach about, right? So, they will hate us because they realize is not the same. And this is something also that to me was amazing when I realized it, because when the Almighty gave me the names, right, as it happens with most people when you give them the names, I thought that it was the same person, just a different name, right? Like that I was worshiping the same Messiah, but just through a different name. But the more I studied, the more Yahweh revealed to me through scriptures and other ways, experience, so on and so forth. Then I realized that in fact there were two different persons, the true Messiah, Yahushua, and the false Messiah being worshipped by the world and taught that is taught to us from our birth. And this they do because they do not know the Father nor Yahushua. So, as I was reading, and this they shall do to you because they did not know the Father nor me. But I have said these words to you so that when the hour comes, you remember that I told them to you.